Right guys, before you watch the video, I've just edited it and watched a little bit back, and I'm sorry for the poor sound quality. Next time I definitely will wear my external microphone, so just bear that in mind when you watch the video. Morning guys, sorry for the poor light. I'm currently just sat at a garage waiting for Andy to turn up. We're going to grab a quick coffee as per usual. I don't know if you noticed the quick channel change name and the emblem. I just thought I'd keep it more relevant, and maybe next year I might start another channel for my automotive stuff, because that is my hobby and this is my job. Here he is, he's just turned up. Look, here he comes. That's not him, it's another bloke. There he is. So let's get a coffee. This one, we haven't seen this job today, so we're just going to go in blind. So let's go and see what the job entails. Right then guys, I'm at the van just getting some bits in. Basically this is a butcher shop that somebody thought they would set on fire. So I think this is like an insurance-y job, but we're doing it for someone that we do a lot of work for. So we just had a look. There's a couple of ring mains to go in, some supplies for some outside air cons, a new sub main for the board because the position's moving, lots of bits and bobs. So we'll get some tools in, we'll get set up, and then I'll show you the job as much as I can, because it's full of people, but we'll see what we can do. So let's get on. Right, we had a big fire on this back wall. Let me just show you. So in the loft, that wall's very black. Somebody set fire to the shop on the back there, and it came in here and took the roof off. So they've replaced the roof. So basically all our work's going to be in this loft and then dropping down in these walls with just fast fix boxes. They've got a couple of ovens. That's the front of the shop, and this is the back. So our new mains position is going to be here. So we've got to get a sub main and some armours out through this wall to some chillers on the back wall there, and the new mains box is going to be on this back wall here. So we've got to get a new armoured outside and up the wall. So this is probably going to be more of an introduction into this job rather than showing you much, but I'll show you as much as I can. So you could have smell-o-vision in here, you'd be able to smell the fire. It's so strong still, the smell of fire, so pretty pleasant. Right, and it's cutting some boxes out now. We've gone round and marked up pretty much where they want sockets and power and stuff, so we're going to go around, cut all these out just with fast fix boxes. We've got a ring main in this area, a ring main in the front, 2 lighting circuits, smoke detectors and stuff, so let's crack on. So just so you know, all of our sockets are going at 450 to the bottom, and all the switches are 1200 to the top. I think Andy's just discovered some cement board in there. It's really hard. Have a look. Yep. I'll stay this side, I think. So the builder assured me that there was no timbers in these walls we could fish, so let's have a look. Yeah, right, what a liar. Look, it's fixed that way. Great. So this is going to have to come off. So as this is a butcher shop, they've got an oven here. I think they cook bread and stuff. So we've got to put a 6mm feed to here, but they can't have anything at 1200. So obviously you'd have a normal cooker isolator here. So what we're going to have to do is mount the cooker isolator below the fuse board that's going up here. We'll have a cooker isolator here. They're not allowed anything at 1200 because it's infection control malarkey in a butcher shop. So just check the drawing. Across here in the floor they're going to have some chillers or fridges just here. So what we're going to have to do is get a cable, leave a long leg from here, and get a Copex, and then the builder's going to cut the floor out for us. I don't know what they're doing with these tiles, but it's up to them. So Andy's just marking up for the Copex. So I'm just currently wiring a 6mm for the oven, which is going to be like I think it's 6 or 7 kilowatts. So I'm putting a 6mm twin and earth in for that. All the ring mains are going to be wired in 2.5, and all the lighting is going to be LEDs, so that's just going to be a 1mm twin and a half. So I'm just going to get a route across here from the fuse board, and then along and down to the relevant units. Okay, so this is the setup we're going to go for. Fast fix boxes, get the cables in, clip them back, and then leave it so the builder can do what he's got to do. So now I'm going to get this ring main in. Right, as you can see, I've got my 10mm water bond, goes under there, and then drops down in the wall and comes down here, that sink area down there. And now I'm going to get a ring main around this loft and drop around to the relevant boxes. Main's coming in here. There's my 25mm Copex. It's going to come in the floor here and then have this ring main in it. Obviously feeding this socket first with a loop of this. There we go, woohoo! Copex is in, done. It's up to the builder now to get that in the floor. So we are in the loft, wiring a ring main around. This up above is like a wall they've built. So we've just drilled 2 holes, one's for power, one's for the main BT. Point that's going to be going down there on the back wall, because that's where the till's going to be. Bloody birds up in this loft again. And this is the front of the shop where we've got to wire some more power in a minute. So we'll probably have this all first fix today, to be fair. It's quite a nice little job. No insulation. Obviously this is normally full of insulation. Yeah, sweet as. So my old mate is not feeling very well today, so I've been lumbered with the loft job today. So it's alright, it's a good loft to be fair. We've been spoilt on this one. So even though this is never going to be seen by anyone, apart from you guys and me, I like to keep it as neat and as tidy as I can. So I'm still on the ring, I'm still on the drum here. That's going to drop down to those 2 holes, and then it's going to go along that joist, along that back wall, drop down those 2 sockets, and then back to the fuse board. So that'll be that ring main done then. Right, I'm still in the loft. We've put a Cat 6, so you see that purple there, that runs through and then drops down that hole. BT's going on that wall, and we'll put a little whisker box joint on the outside there, and the mains BT will be jointed in there on the outside of the building. So we just been to the smallest local shop in the world. You can't fit 2 blokes down one aisle, and I picked up some of these. I never had these, lemon and lime, so we'll see what they're like.
An International Indian Day today.
We have. What did you get?
Chicken doner, pitta, as most of you know, I like a bit of things, I think, and chicken samosa. But get this, the good thing is it's only £1.
Oh yeah, great. And look, I picked these up as well, look. Not from the local shop.
Amazing.
Got these from Screwfix. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that already. So let's get on with it. Right, now filled our face with rub. These 2 cables you see here are a ring main for this end, and rather than clipping, what I'm going to do is in the Copex patch you get these. So I'm going to use these as like a fixing, and run them along this purling beam, and then just run them through and cable tie them to that, rather than keep clipping. That takes ages. I'm just wiring some lighting switch wires. One is going to be for an emergency door above the front door, emergency light, sorry, not emergency door, emergency light above the front door. As you can see, I'm just putting these in quick, and then I'm going to clip them all along this purling beam with a clip and cable tie system that I like to use, and these lights just come back to life. And then we've got like wall lights out on the front, and then a sign light, so we're going to get it to this area, and they're not too sure yet, so we'll leave enough on the cables, and all these lights are being switched over there at a main door at the back there. They're going to come in the one door in the morning, switch all the lights on, and then when they go out at night, they'll be able to turn all the lights off from that one position, rather than having multiple switches throughout the building. So it just makes our life easier when we're wiring it, really. I'm actually quite sick of this loft now. Been up here all day, pretty much. It's now 2 o'clock. Nearly first fix, which is good. So let's just show you what we're doing. At the front of the shop now, where there's going to be a big sign on here. So I've left a looper cable here, because they've got 2 spots that are going in the front of the shop window here. They don't know the position, so we just get the first feed in from the switch. So that'll be a switch line and a neutral, and then we'll get the positions once they know what they want. That's for a light that's going down on that pillar. I've now got a wire back up. Leave a looper cable here for 2 lights to go on the sign, and then 1 to go over there on that other pillar. That cable there is for emergency light above the front door, and that little cable there is for 6 lights that are going to go in the shop here. They're not sure if they want them surface yet or metal conduit. That cable there is for a smoke alarm, which is just 2 smoke heads, one here and one in the back of the shop. And then what else? These cables that I just daisy chained on here, what I'm going to do is put a clip and then a cable tie, and I'll just show you that once I've finished it. Clip in like that and then get a cable tie. Put the cable tie through the clip like so. Put all your cables, not like that, but put all the cables through and then pull them tight, and then it looks nice and neat. Saves all the cables being clipped individually. It's in free air. I like to keep it all above the insulation. This is getting 200mm insulation, so at least this way it's out the way and in free air as much as it can be. Cables cable tied together through the clip, like so. Saves all that clipping hassle. Go. Don't tell me you don't love that. You love it. Shadow. Stunning! If anyone wants to be an electrician and they think it's easy, come and have a day with us. Look at this sweat. I am roasting, I am stinking, and I've still got a bit to do. Really high. Socket, and VT corner. And just marking up the wall lights. To do something with this van because it is full. Believe it or not, there's 3 pairs of steps in here. Why I've got 3 pairs of steps, you might be asking. Because I'm carrying some other contractors' crap. And if you watch this, get it out of my van. And there's these frigging steps as well. And you can get 1, 2, 3 steps of ladders and a ladder in a Doblo. Right guys, again, that is it. The day is done. I'm absolutely filthy. Black hands from a fire damaged butcher shop. So as you saw there, I'll just run through. We wired 2 ring mains, one for the front of the shop, one for the back of the shop. I'm not dirty. 2 lighting circuits, again, one for the front, one for the back. Some outside lights at the front of the shop. We've left the cables coiled in the loft because we're not entirely sure where they're going yet or what they're doing with the positions of the lights. Have I got a dirty face? I can't even see, probably. We had to wire a 6mm cable for an oven where they sort of cook bread and do bits and bobs. We also had to wire 2 2.5mm radials for 2 chillers, 3 kilowatt chillers, so 20 amp radials, fine for that. We also had to wire a 6mm for a 3.2 kilowatt aircon unit. It's pulls whatever it was on startup, I can't remember. So we've wired that. We're now waiting for the builder to get on a little bit more, finish the wall, so we can go back and second fix. The SEB are putting in a new, because the cable got all burnt, they've got to put joint the cable out under the street and put a new sub-main into a new meter box for us. So we're waiting for them to do that, and then we'll put a 100 amp switch, in an enclosure, and then wire I think we're going to put a 3-core 25mm armoured in to a new fuse board. So that's it guys, things are getting busy. If you notice the channel change, I might start a new channel next year off of the car stuff, I'm not sure yet, we're so busy, it's ridiculous. But big thumbs up from me, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care guys.